Okay, this is a revision of the textual evidence quiz of last week. I think my screen is shared. I need to show the question. Of course, credits to College Board for the material. This is a textual evidence or command of evidence question. The first question was this one. We need to read this first. The stem or the prompt of the question, which quotation from Loon Point most effectively illustrates the claim? So I need to get the claim at the very beginning. I don't know. Okay, it works now. Okay, I need to get the claim at the very beginning. Loon Point is a poem by Emmy, and the poem which presents, so in the poem, there is a nighttime scene on a body of water. Okay. Lowell or Amy describes this is the claim, an element of nature as an active participant in the experience. Okay, pay attention to the adjective, please. So if I'm mapping it, so the claim will be I need element of nature. This is number one I want. And the second thing, this element of nature actively doing something, participating in the experience. Pay attention to the adjectives. Let's go through the choices. Which one of them illustrates an element of nature, and this element of nature is actively doing something, actively participating in the experience? I'll start from D. But the moon, okay, is always the same. Yes, this is an element of nature, but is this element of nature actively doing something? Not doing or not actively doing something. I will eliminate D. Or like the petals, okay, which drop from a rose, dropping from the rose. Okay, maybe the rose is an element of nature, but is that rose or the petals doing something? I don't believe so. They are not actively doing something. Remember the claim. While matching, you need to keep matching each choice to the claim. B, softly the water ripples. The water flows against it flows. It just flows. Is it actively participating? I don't think so. I will choose A. Through the water, the moon. Okay. The moon writes her legend. This is a personification. So what is the element of nature here? We have the moon. How is the moon actively participating? The moon is writing something. So comparing, this is a personification, comparing the moon to a person that or who can write. Yes, since the moon is writing something, so this is an element of nature actively doing something, which is writing. So I will go with A. This was concerning the first question. Let's move to the next question. Which finding, if true, would support their claim? Those scientists' claim. So we need to get the claim at the very beginning. What is the claim? Okay. Which finding, if true, would most directly support the claim? Okay. Let's start from the very beginning. I know that the claim is at the end, but we need to give us a context to understand. Mosasaurs were were large reptiles that lived in the late period whatever. Okay, they examined, those researchers examined oxygen in the tooth, in order to calculate likely the temperatures. So they wanted to calculate temperatures and determined that they were endothermic. So they, Mosaurus, were endothermic. Then I have a dash, which means that is going to explain how they were endothermic. That is used They used internal metabolic process to maintain a stable body temperatures in a variety of ambient temperatures. In low temperatures, طبعا they kept being called warm. This is because of the endothermy. So they were endothermic. Now let's focus on the claim. This is the claim. This is the one I need to stick to. Endothermy enabled them to tolerate cold polar waters in their range. يبقى يا جماعة عشان اسبورت الكليم ده لازم الكليم ده explain in endothermy is the reason they tolerated cold temperature or cold water. Go to the choices. Go to D. During the late, مش عارف, the period, seawater temperatures were likely higher. The temperatures were higher throughout the range, including than seawater temperatures at those same latitudes are today. Is this comparison in the claim اللي هو in the last sentence? No. طب where is the endothermy in choice D? الكليم قال in the reason هم قادرين يعيشوا في الكولد واتر ده هو بسبب الاندوثيرمي. هل الاندوثيرمي mentioned هنا؟ لا. So I will eliminate D. Look at choice C, which seems to be the right answer. Several of them, the fossils they were studying, have been found in regions known to be near the poles. Yes, near the poles, cold water, during the specific time. So they were there. How could they tolerate this, يا جماعة? How could they tolerate this? Okay, because they were endothermic. حد يقول لي طب هي مش موجودة. كمل. While relatively few fossils. بصوا هنا يا جماعة الديفرنس هنا يا جماعة. هنا بيقول لي several كانوا جنب الكولد واتر أو جنب الكولد واتر، لكن هنا few have been found in those regions. يبقى في عدد قليل كان في المناطق الباردة دي لأن هم كانوا إيه؟ non-endothermic, which means الاندوثيرميك كانوا many عشان كانوا endothermic. يبقى الاندوثيرميك fossils دول مسوسر دول كتير منهم كانوا جنب الcold water, near the cold water, because they were endothermic, that enabled them, helped them tolerate and be in cold places. لكن كان في very few في المناطق دي in those locations, cold locations. طب ليه كان في few في المناطق الباردة دي؟ ليه ما كانش فيه كتير؟ لأن هم كانوا non endothermic, they couldn't tolerate the cold. لما يبقى few non endothermic يبقى في several endothermic. يبقى endothermic is the reason how they tolerated أو how they were able to live in those cold places. فهنا الاندوثيرمي والنون اندوثيرمي stated في C. طيب هنا بيقول لي fossils of both المسوسرز والنون اندوثيرميك have been found equally. هم زي بعض في regions. هو ده الكليم يا جماعه؟ يعني الاندوثيرميك والنون اندوثيرميك كانوا زي بعض؟ it doesn't support the claim. الكليم بيقول ان الاندوثيرمي هم اللي كانوا موجودين في الكولد لان هم اندوثيرميك، فما ينفعش اقول ان الاندوثيرميك والنون اندوثيرميك كانوا equal. This doesn't support it. Doesn't support the claim. So the right answer is C. الكليم الاندوثيرمي ساعدت دول ان هم يعيشوا في اماكن بارده. فعلا كتير منهم كان عايش في الاماكن البارده، لكن النون اندوثيرميك كانوا قليلين جدا ما قدروش يعيشوا، قليل بس اللي كان عايش. قليل نون اندوثيرميك means many endothermic were there. يبقى الاندوثيرمي كانت الريزن. Let's move to the third one. I need a quotation describing Catlett's work would support the student's claim. Let's figure out the claim. Accomplished printmaker and sculptor used her art to explore Black experience in the United States. So, Black experience in the United States. Okay, and now I need the student's claim. What is the student's claim? The student claims that Cattle had a particular talent. This is for unifying various traditions in hairstyle. Unifying. This is the key word. This is the key word. Unifying many artistic traditions. يبقى الكليم يا جماعة إن هي she had a talent, a particular talent for unifying many traditions. Unifying many traditions. Let's move to choice D. One series. لازم افتكر ده يا جماعة. Unifying many traditions, artistic traditions. One series of مش عارف made using something. Using, just a sec, sorry. Using cut method. This is how. Depicting African American women. Depicting women. Describing women. Portraying women. هل هنا في clue in of unifying talents? No unifying here. C. يبقى هنا no unifying. C. Created first sculpted from كذا measuring 2 feet remain an important piece. This is great, but where is the unifying many artistic traditions? It's not in C. B. She overlaid fabric, استعملت fabric to represent something and his to evoke classic image of a mother. استعملت حاجة. طب I need unifying many traditions. It's also not in B, C, or D. The right answer is A. Look, used an ancient indigenous sculpting techniques. And this is the key word. Combined the visual blah 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 with that of German كذا 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 كذا. يبقى she combined. Combined means unified many artistic traditions. What are those? اللي هو المودرن Mexican. Number 2 artist كذا كذا كذا. يبقى هنا عندي different artistic definitions. بس انا يا جماعه يعني to answer this question انا مش محتاج حاجه بعد combined. لو انا مركز هنا في الكليم هو unified many techniques combined something with another thing فهم they match.